You guys ready for back to school?
No.
Not yet.
No, we're not.
But here is our back to school checklist. It's that time of the year again where some parents already have kids in school while others are running around preparing for the first day back to school. So joining us now with tips to make this transition a little bit easier here is our medical correspondent, Dr. Darien Sutton, and parenting expert, Bethany Braun-Silva. Good morning to you both.
Welcome.
Yes. Okay. So Darien, let's start with you because sleep schedules, that's tough, right?
Yeah.
You go from not going to school and not having to go to sleep early to now having to go to sleep early. How do you help these kids reset?
It's incredibly difficult. I have to say this is my favorite time of year. You know, I've spent my whole life in school. So here we are talking about sleep and how important it is, because it's more important not just for academic performance, but for brain development and growth. And when you look at the expertise, they really say you need to start now in terms of helping kids transition back into school, inching up their wake times and their sleep times by 15 minutes, and remembering that the body doesn't know the difference between weekdays and weekends. So you want to keep it consistent. And then more importantly, understanding, and this is something that I learned throughout education and medicine, children need a lot more sleep than you think. Children ages 6 to 12 need up to 12 hours of sleep at night, teens up to 10 hours of sleep at night. So making sure that you're getting to bed early and making sure you're staying consistent is really important.
Really important. Let's talk about anxiety for kids in a new school year. That can happen for any kid, parents too. So many parents out there like me, my pandemic princess, starts kindergarten this year, so it's a whole nother level. What should we keep in mind?
I love pandemic princess. I've never heard that. But to keep in mind, number one, the American Psychological Association has some great tips on this. And in general, as a physician, when talking to someone with anxiety, I think it's important to remind them that being nervous is okay. And to not say things like you'll be fine. You want to avoid those types of statements, and then encourage conversation to help them name their emotions. Many children just don't have the words, and then helping them with coping skills, reminding them of what they've done before that they've gotten over so that they understand their strength.
And Bethany, we were just talking here, I haven't even gotten into the summer routine yet with my kids. We're already thinking about back to school. So what can parents do right now to sort of avoid some of that last minute chaos?
Now is the time to make that back to school master checklist. My son asked me yesterday, when are we going back to school shopping? And the answer is now, like right now. So you're going to want to think school supplies, clothes, all that lunch gear, and of course paperwork. That's a big thing that we have to think about, you know, getting the immunization records, emergency contacts, medications, even transportation sometimes requires paperwork that we have to fill out. And there's really nothing like that panic in the first week of school when you haven't done that. So start thinking about that stuff right now.
Should kids be thinking about their academic work now?
You know, Gio, we talk a lot about the summer slide. That's a huge thing, but the key here is to really keep it light and fun. 20 to 30 minutes of reading a day, a fun workbook, and of course, learning can be done not in a drill way. Take them to a museum, make a day trip out of it. Learning at a park, people are learning in Disney World, right? So, I mean, you could really take the education anywhere on the road. The point is to keep it fun so we aren't inducing anxiety as we're heading back to school.
That's a great point, that key, kind of balancing that out. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I guess we got no choice.
Yeah, right, we have to.
We are on the track back to school. Thanks to you both. We appreciate it.